Hey everyone, it's Kenton Becker with American Pacific Mortgage, and I'm here again with another weekly video tip for you. We're staying on the same theme of location. I want to talk a little bit about second homes. I'm going to go over some of the facts, some of the details, why it's a good idea to buy a second home, what the difference between a second home and investment property actually is. And I'm going to even give you some of the most popular places to buy a second home in America. This is actually a list. Where did I get this list? I have no clue, so we're going to cut that out. Okay, first off, what are the requirements to buy a second home? Well, second homes are treated, as far as rates go and those kind of guidelines, they're treated very similar to owner-occupied residences. The requirements do change a little bit, that you have to do 10% down payment. That is a requirement. And it's based on a conventional loan. So FHA, those options won't work for second home purchases. So yeah, conventional guidelines. So you need to make sure your credit scores are there, income, employment, all of that, as well as that 10% down. Why is it a good idea to buy a second home? Well, number one, same reason you would buy an owner-occupied residence. It's a great investment. You're buying a property that will grow in value. A lot of times when you're buying a second home, they're in very desirable areas for people to retire to. Maybe you're purchasing a home as a potential future retirement home. It's also just a great place to visit with family and friends, to be able to have a place that you can go to call your home away from home. Let's talk about the difference between a second home and an investment property. There is a big difference here. An investment property, you are going to rent it out. A second home, you do not rent it out. Second home, you're going to live there maybe part of the year. Maybe you're going to live there and just go there on the weekends. These are all examples of a second home. Whereas an investment property, you're going to have a renter in there. Maybe it's going to be an income producing property like a vacation rental or an Airbnb or a VRBO. Those are examples of investment properties. Do a whole video series on investment properties, but for second homes, this is just a place where you're going to go with your family. Maybe your friends go there occasionally, but it's not income producing. As a bonus thing, where are some great places to buy an investment home? Now, I got this graphic, and a lot of it is based on certain locations. Like, for example, if you like being more towards the ocean, Pacific Beach here in Washington, Seaside, Oregon, a lot of areas that are more in the mountains or by ski resorts like Big Sky, Montana, Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. Areas that are a little bit warmer weather for some snowbirds is going to be areas like Scottsdale, Arizona, areas in Florida. So, you know, location specific for second homes. We have plenty of those areas in Washington, whether it's the mountains, whether it's nicer weather in eastern Washington, or whether it's closer to the water like the ocean. If you're interested in buying a second home or just looking at the options to buy a second home, give me a call. You can comment below, shoot me an email. I'll reach out to you. Thanks for joining me on this week's tip. Have a great week.